Hi guys, I'm gonna attempt today to do the some sound deadening for that back sub in our Civics. I've seen several other videos and pictures of what people have done, but I'm gonna try my own. First, I'm gonna take out the seat. To take out the seat, it's pretty simple. It's a 10mm. It's right there in between. So you're just gonna put your ratchet on there, 10mm. Take it off. It's the easiest. The rest of the seat to take out is pretty simple, but take this out right now. All right, now that I've got the 10mm out, I'm gonna these clips. There's one on each passenger and the driver's side. Basically, you're gonna just push. If you just put your hand in there, you'll feel it, and you're just gonna pull back on it while you're pushing down on the seat, and that side's unlocked. And I'll show you once I get it out. Just did the same thing on the passenger side, and if you look, you can see the clip there, and you have a hook right here on the bottom of the seat on the passenger and the driver's side. But if you look and you take your fingers, you're just going to pull it like that, and that's what undoes that clip. All right, once you get your seat undone, if you have the touring model like me, you're going to have to undo the harness right there. It's just plugged into the bottom of the seat for the seat heaters, rear seat heaters. Yeah, once you get the seat out, you're going to pull this panel here. Pretty simple. You just lift up on it, and it has these two green tabs here and here. 10mm bolt here, so the side panel will come off. So pull that out with a 10mm. Pretty simple. One on the other side as well. Alright, I've folded the seat down, and I've also popped this panel along the side of the seat near the back deck. It's pretty simple. There's a hole right there, which is this green clip, and remember the 10mm bolt I took out of the bottom. The other side is the same. Alright, I have the passenger side off too now, where the seat is. If you look here, here's a HD radio tuner. Anybody's wondering where that's at, or antenna system or whatever, but it's for the HD radio. So as you can see, I've got both sides off, and now I'm going to start working on the back deck to pull out. Alright, just wanted to go over a few more things with you. All these panels need to come out, basically. I showed you before the black ones. Also, this one comes out here. It's got some pretty tricky pieces on it, especially this one. It's pretty easy though. You just slide it off the terminal here. You can get your hand back there. And then also next you need to pull off this little panel in the window here. And it's got two clips, and you can see one green one here and another one in the back there. I'm gonna pull that off. Use a panel removing tool. That's what I use. It pops right off most of the time. They do pretty easy. There's that one, and basically the other ones you can kind of just pull like that, and they come right off. See, it's got the two pieces there. So now your deck is pretty free. The front lip of the deck actually lifts up. You push up on it, and there's some green tabs. You can see all the green tabs from underneath. And bear with me for a minute when I get so I can get this stuff out. Just a second. Alright, I got the back panel out. Just kind of want to show you guys what it looks like underneath. We have tweeters here. Your grill, as you can see, all the green clips are what holds it in. And before you pull it all the way out, you actually have to unplug the tweeters on both sides, and then also the brake light. The front, these little clips, they just sit down in the front. They're not really even clips, they just kind of hold it in place. But there is a lot of things that can rattle. They do put a little bit of felt on these little pieces in the back. That's just not enough. That's why it's rattling so much. But I'm gonna mess with the back deck and probably put some foam around the edges. But I do have some sound deadening material that I bought. I didn't buy Dynamat. I love Dynamat. It's just so expensive. I bought a different brand. It was a lot cheaper, but it's pretty good stuff. As you can see, the actual speakers are pretty good speakers they put in here. The sub here, and really the speakers, they have one bolt holding them in and clips in the back. So that's another kind of not so good part about how they go in. There's one screw in the front somewhere, I seen it earlier, or it's in the back, that hold it in, and then they're just clipped in. So that's another way that vibration can happen, things like that. So I'm going to work on this back deck a little bit, and just stand by and I'll give you some more info. Alright, so what I did is I added some sound deadening here, just several places on the back deck, just to be sure. I did these strips along these rails back here where the high spots are. I did all the way around the sub, like that, all the way around the tail light. And in the back, if you can see, I added sponge material all the way in the back, behind where the clips go in, to get some added support there. These ridges around this piece, and then also right here. So I put a substantial amount of that stuff back there, plus some foam, and also I did some work onto the back deck itself. Alright, so here around the third brake light, I added some sponge on both sides. Also this piece here of the sound deadening material, just to keep it from rattling. Also, on these flat spots here, I added them. They should be alright. The corners here, I added some here. And then I have the sponge material in the car to actually go around the back deck. So I'm going to try it out and see what it does. But stay with me. Alright, so I've got everything back in. As you can see, the seat, the whole back deck, everything's in correctly. All my trim pieces, the sides of the seat. What I want to show you now is I tested it out, and it actually sounded pretty good. There was still just a little bit of rattle, so what I did is I actually added some sponge material around the light. I put it up and around it, and also put some sound deadening material all the way around it, and that took care of the rest of it. There's also here where the cords come through. Sometimes they rattle against the metal, so I put a little sound deadener around those. But yeah, it's literally, I have no vibrations anymore in the back that I hear from the inside, especially. So I took care of that. It worked. I'll leave the link to the stuff I bought, and I can't remember the name of it right now, but I'll leave you the link to what it is I put in there. I had some other foam laying around too I used. I'll show you that right now too. So the other foam I had was some packing material I had from a laptop repair I had done. Works pretty great. I just cut it up with a razor knife and put some around the light, and it worked. And then also I had the roll of material also I used right here. That's what I used in the back. It's just plain old like insulating foam. Some of it's thicker than others. Also some of it is more rubbery and spongy than others. So I ordered one that was kind of firm, so it doesn't give a lot, but it still worked pretty good. I used that around the back deck, all the way in the edge by the window. But that's it. Another successful fix on the sound vibrations in the back. I know a lot of people have had issues with it, and there's been several different ways to fix it people have. I just wanted to add a little bit more sound deadening on the back deck, and I did. I appreciate you watching the video.